Hi everyone, this is Julia M. Spencer, real estate advisor, investor, and your #1 source for real estate advice online. Thank you for filming my son. I have my kids with me today. We're looking at tax sale foreclosure properties. As promised, live feed got a little bit delayed because we decided to go to the museum, which is awesome, by the way. If you ever have a chance to go. Huh?
We decided to go yesterday.
Yeah, we decided to go yesterday to go today, so we interrupted our house-looking adventure to look at a museum. The mighty 8th Air Force Museum is actually really awesome. And now we're going to look at a couple more properties, and then I'm going to drop these guys off at home and going to continue looking at more properties. But while we're driving to the next one...
One person watching.
That's fine.
Hi, one person watching.
But what I was going to say is we're driving to one house right now, and I have prepared myself. Actually, I'm mostly prepared. I have a list. There's about 60 properties on the block tomorrow for Chatham County, and they are really, really good. This is going to be an awesome sale. Cross our fingers you're not going to cancel it, because they've canceled a bunch of them in the past, in the recent past, and that wastes a lot of my time and effort. But, you know, I actually do enjoy looking at houses, and even though half of these houses I've already seen because they've been on the block before, so I don't have to drive to all of them because I do remember them, and we're just going to look at the few additional ones that they've added. But while we're driving, the big news for this month is that I am going to have my own radio show. Woohoo! And actually, there's an airport right here somewhere, isn't there?
It's right, like right there, right
yeah.
behind us.
Cool. Anyways, I've been here before, I remember. So I will have my own radio show if you are in the Savannah area. It's WRUU-LP, Savannah Soundings, 107.5 FM. It's a community radio station. It's non-profit. It's ran by volunteers. I'm going to have a weekly show once a week for an hour, and it will be focused on real estate investing and real estate in general, and everything and anything to do with real estate. You can send me your questions, as always, realestate@juliamspencer.com. I might answer them on the air. I might just send you an individual email, or if you leave me comments on my Facebook or YouTube, I'll answer them there. Just letting you know that things are picking up. People are starting to find out about me, and so it's becoming increasingly difficult for me to answer everybody's messages timely. So just expect some delays, but you know, but do ask the questions. I do see them, all of them, and I will answer them eventually. And let's see what else. So yes, tune into 107.5 FM if you're in the Savannah area. If you're not in the Savannah area, WRUU.org is where the radio station will stream my radio show live when it's on, and I will announce when it's on my website, as well as in my newsletters. So go to my website and subscribe, juliamspencer.com, and subscribe there, and you'll get a message as soon as I find out what time it's on. But not really sure exactly what my first topic will be. I think I'm going to talk about landlords and tenants, which is always a fun topic. But if you send me your questions, I might actually incorporate you into my first show. Yesterday I was at the studio practicing my speech and I don't know, how do you say that word? Elocution or something? Anyways, you know. Yeah. I told them, yeah, is that it? I don't even know. So,
what's elocution?
Wait. Proper pronunciation of words, which I have a hard time with. For example, the word strategy. Which I just said right? I
think it's strategy, but
strategy,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Strategy. Used to say it wrong all the time. I also had a hard time with the word mortgage, which I said right just now, but I used to say it wrong, and I was told several times that I'm saying it wrong, so just bear with me. This is live. It's not edited. It's always the same.
Hey, Mama, I just want to say something.
Please say something, my son.
At the very start of the live stream, you said thank you filming my son. But, I mean, thank you for filming my son. But it sounded like you said, thank you for filming my son.
Thank you for filming my son. Yeah, see? That's the kind of things that we have to expect. So, anyways, Chatham County sale.
Like all the way up here. And just one of your hairs is like hanging up like out of the ordinary.
Oh yeah, great. So Chatham County tax sale on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Chatham County Courthouse if they don't cancel it. Bunch of really good real estate on this time. It's not a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of really good stuff, including one little convenience store, which I don't have here as something I would want to buy because I'm not really interested in commercial real estate. I'm mostly interested in things I can make into Airbnbs, which are single-story, single-family, detached homes. And I just missed my exit, so I got to turn around. So we will turn around and look at this one house, and I'll let you see it, and then we'll stop the live feed, because then we will go home and I'll drop these guys off, because this is super boring for most of the world, except for people like myself who love looking at houses. I can do this all day. I can actually do this 24 hours a day if I didn't have to sleep and eat in between and go to the bathroom.
And take us to school.
And take you guys to school, yeah.
And it didn't get dark.
And it gets dark and I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Also, I have to switch cars, and let me tell you guys why I do that. This is my fancy.
I know why.
Fancy cars. Okay, we can talk about that. Woo! Hold on.
I know why.
I have to pull over
Buddha,
because I
Buddha,
gotta
for the
get
people who are
number.
watching.
Oh, okay.
The 2 people who are watching now.
Oh yeah, how many? What's the minutes?
2 people are watching. It's been live for, I don't know.
I'm just looking to see the address.
And I just want to
It's
say,
the address that we are trying to find at this moment. Okay, good. Because sometimes I stop in neighborhoods where I shouldn't be stopping, especially not with this car. And then 86 Rommel Avenue. So here we go. So go ahead, Buddha, explain to us why I should not be driving to look at real estate in a BMW, which I am driving right now.
because people might think that you're like a drug dealer because
You have a fancy car.
yeah. I mean, someone would think that if you're driving,
Well, fancy.
if you're driving here in like a Bugatti or a Lamborghini.
That would be really bad. Driving in a Lamborghini would be really bad. So this is exactly right. What Buddha's saying back there is we have to be kind of careful because we're going in neighborhoods we're not familiar with, and we also this is not our turf, so to say. And me driving a really fancy car, which I am driving right now, so I'm very much aware of this. There it is, right there. There it is. I'm going to turn around. You can drive it again. It's that yellow one. Did you see it?
Yes,
And I'm going to turn around because it's going to be on your side and then film it. And then I'm going to point that out again as soon as we're closer to it.
So, what were you talking about?
What I was talking about is that actually it has happened several times. The police was called on me because I drive very slow through unfamiliar neighborhoods in a very fancy car. That's just very, very suspicious. And neighbors do look out for each other and their neighborhood, and they do call the police, and police was called on me several times, which is unfortunate because it just wastes my time. Obviously I'm not doing anything illegal, but anyways, look at this house right here on the right, the left, on the right, the yellow one right there, it's got some sort of sign. It looks like they're, okay, I remember this one. That particular house has had roof damage because of a tree. And the reason I know this is because this morning I went for several hours and looked at every single property card that can be found at the courthouse on each property that's on my list right here, which I got the list from the county commissioner the other day. And for this particular property, they have been reconstructing that house for quite some time and have not finished, but it looks like the roof is done. And it doesn't look too awfully bad. So that particular house that you just saw, the starting bid on that will be $1,908.11. It was tax assessors estimates the value at $58,000 $58,000. So getting a $2,000 property or a $58,000 property for $2,000 is a good deal. Now, whatever the tax assessor says it's worth is not the market value. Usually the market value is obviously determined by the market, and in some areas that number fluctuates very significantly, as in a couple of my properties have actually appraised for $80,000 and then end up appraising for $30,000 the next month, for because the market is just doing weird stuff in those areas. But those are good areas to have properties, because really that's indicating to you that the area is in transition, that there's a lot of properties that are being sold for very expensive, while there's still a lot of fixer-uppers there that are being sold for very cheap. And so you're going through a transitional period, which is, sometimes it's bad, but most times it's good to have that kind of fluctuation. And it also gives you the freedom to price your properties however you think they're worth, and however much you think somebody would pay for them. So you don't really have to go by what the market says. You can kind of set the market. You can be the trendsetter. So that's kind of what I try to do. So anyways, we saw one property. We've got to look at one more. And if you're in the Savannah area, come join me for the tax sale tomorrow, 10 a.m. at Chatham County Courthouse outside. Hopefully they don't cancel it. We'll find out. And make sure you subscribe at my website, juliamspencer.com. I will announce as soon as I find out when they will schedule my radio show, my weekly radio show. And by the way, if you do not have a chance to listen to it on the radio itself, or you can't tune in and do the live feed, the stream online, I will record every one of my radio shows personally, and I will make them available to you on my social media afterwards, so you can listen to it afterwards as well. So bring me your questions. The show's going to be about you and what you want to know from me. And with that, have a great Labor Day holiday. Bye.
Okay.
Stuff it?
Yeah.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.